You know our guest tonight as a regular from Tim and Eric's awesome show. Great job. And as a street entertainer. He's an accomplished musician, puppeteer, and sign painter. Ladies and gentlemen, David Liebe Hart.
Lift the door. So cheap. Where'd you get this from the Salvation Army?
Yeah.
Hi, David.
Hi.
David, hello.
You don't say that I was on Good Times too, and then Jimmy Kimmel's show. Fred Miller, you've really got cheapy weepy
Who
on
is
me.
Fred Miller?
You.
I'm Alex Meller.
Alex Miller. You
And
told me to
I'm
call me
Eric
Fred.
Chase.
You told me to call him Fred Miller.
No, wait, why would I say that?
I don't know what's in your mind.
No, the other chair. There we go. There we go.
You just pick one of the chairs. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, David, it's good to see you.
Sometimes it's good to see you. It's okay to see you.
I understand you were stuck in an elevator earlier today.
Unfortunately, I was. You always like to bring out the bad stuff about a person. You've got stood up by women worse than an elevator than me.
Well, you know, life does have its ups and downs.
I know. He is. Mr. Miller always gives me my downies.
David, you seem a little tense. Do you want a massage or something?
Only by a single woman, but it's all man here. It's like when I was in the military.
Let's talk a little
Everything
bit
is
about the
man
military.
here. No, forget it. The only thing I like about the military is the classified stuff. The stuff that's a breach of secrecy.
But that's what our audience wants to hear about.
Have you ever had any experience with UFOs?
Mr. Embarrassment. You really like to bring out, what about you? You always bring out everything you can that you can get out about somebody. UFOs are real. You might be part alien yourself, a reptilian, and not even know it.
Okay, well, it looks like we've lost Dirk.
Where did Dirk go?
But Eric is going to step in for now.
I didn't mean to run him away from him.
Look what you did. David.
It's my job to chase people away. That's why I'm called Eric
Maybe
Chase.
I didn't put on any deodorant. I don't know. I
Mine
did take a
quit
shower.
many months ago, so welcome to the club.
Well, let's talk about something you do star in, the Junior Christian Science Bible
I
Lesson
haven't
Program.
done that show in years, but I'm trying to get Mr. Miller to get me to produce some new shows.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I will do. If you're really passionate about public access, I think you should join this host off and prove to me that you have the capability to carry your own program.
I can.
Well, okay, well, let's do it. Let's. Can we bring in another chair for David? Okay, and we'll just let's see. So,
Oh my goodness.
so Eric, if you just want to slide over here.
All right.
What happened to the other guy?
Dirk came down with the bad case of loving you.
Every time I talk about UFOs,
No, David, why don't you sit in the
runs
host,
away
the
from
host
me.
seat right there?
Every time I talk about UFOs, it freaks him out.
Maybe that's a
I
sign.
spoke about it in there, and he just runs away when he hears about UFOs.
So David, here's a note card for you as the host.
Yeah.
And I guess we're gonna need a guest. Eric, why don't you come in here?
Just taking all roles today.
You know, I like the guy that was there before you. He reminded me of the actor on Coach.
Which Craig T. Nelson?
Craig T. Nelson reminds me of Coach.
Dirk,
He reminds me of that guy on Coach. The one that played. He also played.
Dirk reminds you of Craig T.
Yeah, he
Nelson.
reminds me. He played on that old TV show, My Mother the Car. Da, 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 da. That was an oldie but goodie from the 60s.
Well, okay. Well, here's our hydra of guests. I have something.
I have to admit, it's quite intimidating facing three hosts, three very qualified hosts.
Thank
Well,
you,
you'll
thank
be
you,
someday.
and thank
You
you.
just have to work at it.
I don't think we want to add anybody else to this host off. What do you guys think of this? This is pretty odd, huh?
This cup reminds me of the people that are on Squick Hillbillies. That the mayor. They remind me of the mayor that's on Squick Hillbillies. It reminds me of Don Allen. Yeah.
Well, this host off is going nowhere fast. I can safely say David's out of the race, but Eric Chase and I are still neck and neck.
I've got my...
Don't do that. I only play with women that way.